Hello, I am Tiffany Cooper Ortega, the OTA Bargaining Chair, and I'm here with an Oceanside Unified School District Insurance Buy-Up update. In the transition to the new healthcare plans, we became aware that there was a discrepancy of premiums between the bargaining groups in two of the plans, United Healthcare 1 and United Healthcare 2. We all recognize that these are the buy-up costs for certificated teachers, also known as OTA members. And this chart reflects the buy-up costs for leadership, school board trustees, management, as well as CSEA. Here they are side by side, and I'll give you a minute to compare these two charts. So here is what's happening. A tentative agreement was reached under the assumption that there would be no differences in buy-up cost across the employee groups. After ratification, during the open enrollment process, members became aware of a disparity in buy-up costs among the bargaining groups. After OTA inquired as to these inequities, the district, VEBA, Keenan and Associates, CSEA, and OTA met to discuss the history of the inequities. Here is what we found. We were told that in 2007 and continuing in 2008, the Silver Narrow Network, also known as SCRIPS, was introduced. By the way, there's going to be a chart that you'll see in a minute that you'll be able to follow along, but I'd like to read these changes to you. So in 2007 and continuing in 2008, the Silver Narrow Network was introduced. What happened that year is that OTA froze new enrollment to that Silver Narrow Network. No new employees were allowed to go there. Only those that were there were allowed to grandfather in. CSEA and Oceanside Unified Administrators Association required a full buy-up into that Silver Narrow Network. In 2009, OTA required a $500 buy-up to that network. CSEA and OUAA required a full buy-up to the Silver Narrow Network. In 2010 and all the way through until April 30th of 2018, all groups required a full buy-up to the Silver Narrow Network. So this spreadsheet, which I know is super tiny, was provided by Keenan & Associates and represents the history year by year of our insurance renewals, including the history presented in the previous slide. Page 1 includes 2006 all the way through 2012, and down at the bottom there is a narrative that you can follow along with. What's important to notice is that here in October of 2010, all groups had exactly the same plan. By the way, this slide will also be included as a PDF so that you can see the figures better. So this is page 1 of the spreadsheet provided by Keenan, and this is page 2, which has years 2013 all the way until present day. So why does this matter? This matters because the district's decision to not blend the rates for the two United Healthcare HMO plans is not because of usage, but instead because of an extension of a practice that happened 10 years ago. Teachers are required to pay a greater rate for the non-Kaiser United Healthcare Network 1 and 2 plans than other bargaining units. In the prior 8 years, all bargaining groups have had the same healthcare plans and have made the same contributions. So to reiterate, there were 5 plans put together by the district with VEBA's help. 3 of those had equal premiums, also known as blended rates, for all of the district groups. 2 had a much greater cost for teachers. Here is our question. Why was Kaiser, Alliance, and the PPO blended and not the United Healthcare Network 1 and 2? The fact that bargaining units would pay a different buy-up rate for United Healthcare Network 1 and 2 was not made clear at the bargaining table. There is a potential impact on our insurance renewals moving forward. When VEBA quoted its rates to OUSD, the projection was that 562 teachers would enroll in these two United Healthcare plans. Yet only 182 teachers enrolled in the plans, which is far less than half the projection, as teachers face those significantly higher premiums than the other district groups. VEBA has cautioned that if a balance is not struck in the number of employees who enroll, in the Kaiser HMO and United Healthcare HMO Networks 1 and 2 plan, this might impact OUSD's future medical insurance renewal rates. What we're asking is that the district do the right thing. Members should contact school board members to encourage them to do the right thing. I appreciate your time. I know it's a lot of information. Please contact your rep if you have any other questions, and contact your school board members to ask them to do the right thing. Thank you so much.